rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. And it's small and power forward. It'll be Flagg and Davis. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Here is Davis. Thompson passes to Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Irving. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense there from SGA. And Doris, with the big trade last season, there's more than a little pressure to win in Dallas.
Kevin, this organization traded away a generational star in Luka Doncic, one of the great players we've seen come into the league as an 18-year-old. And you've got a player in Anthony Davis who has an injury history and is 6 years older. You better believe there's pressure in D-Town.
Williams can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
In the corner, it's Flagg. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Flagg. Good on the three-point shot.
An efficient three-point shooter in college. That clearly hasn't changed for Flagg.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Thunder have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you guys.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Cason Wallace comes in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. Outside Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Down low, here's Lively, and finished off by Lively.
When Kyrie Irving comes off that pick and roll, he has so much attention on him due to his speed that it results in a lot of easy shots for the guys around him.
Now, here's SGA. He has 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Jalen Williams out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Here's Williams. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his first points of the night.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Wallace looking for an opening. Williams, a screen on Russell. Caruso, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Dallas. They trail by one. Pass to Washington. Now Christie. And the three off target. Here's Caruso. Williams, a screen on Russell. Caruso finds Wallace. Over Christie. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now Davis. Still scoreless. The shot by Russell.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. He's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Short, he's checked in for Casey Wallace. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford checked in for Derek Lively. Flag comes in for P.J. Washington. Clay Johnson is checked in for Kristen. And it's Kyrie Irving and D'Angelo Russell. So great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him screaming. I think at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things doing the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money's amazing, but my legacy, win that battle every time. Back to you guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Alex Caruso checked in for the Mavericks, also with a sub. Marshall checked in. Thompson passes to Marshall. Dallas moving it around. It's up a three. Wow, to the contact. And that three almost went in. They'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, the pure shooting stroke is the first thing you think of Klay Thompson. But I think as impressive is what he gives you on the defense end of the floor. Klay Thompson is as hard a worker as there is in the NBA.
That one is no good. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Inside. Pass to Gafford. In the corner, it's Flag. Shoots over Caruso. Dallas again missing.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Outside, Dort. They get it back.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court for the Mavericks. In its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. And it's Gafford in at the center, locking down the middle.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to Flagg. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
The Mavericks leading. Davis setting the pick for Flagg. And it's Davis with the jam.
Selfless play from Flagg. If your shot isn't there off the action, you have to give it up.
Outside, SGA. Davis against Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. The shot comes out. Mavericks leading by 3. You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
It's Shai fighting through contact down low.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that move by Shai? Creating a bucket.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And here are the Mavericks now. It's a one-point game. Holmgren with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And it's Williams finishing it off.
How about the wingspan of Chet Holmgren? Produces a turnover that turns into points.
Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Floats it up for Davis. Holmgren with the steal. Williams up on top. He's covered by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Thunder with some changes. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Davis, and it's Marshall in for Flagg. Holmgren the pass to Caruso. 5 to shoot. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Marshall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Thompson kicks to Marshall. They set the screen. Buries it from three-point range. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, this is the ethos that Klay Thompson plays with. He is a great scorer, but he's willing to give it up.
Holmgren against Lively. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Derek Lively. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for SGA. Dallas also making some changes. Christie comes in for Klay Thompson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Irving. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Marshall kicks to Washington. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lively is screen on Wiggins to the inside. And finished off by Lively.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
On the wing, Wallace. There's the triple. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Joe in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Nobody near Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 3. Anthony Davis, too much size.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Caruso, a screen on Davis. Joe in the corner. Williams has a screen for Wallace. And they get it back. The Thunder with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jacks up a 3. Williams with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. And he does not hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Jalen Williams. Holmgren comes in for Cason Wallace. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Alex Caruso. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Clyde comes in for P.J. Washington. Thompson, he's checked in for Max Christie. And Irving subbed in for Russell. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And we're trailing by 5. Lou Dort. No good from 3.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Here's Irving. Up top, Davis. Shot clock at 5. Hartenstein with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Irving against SGA. The three goes down.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Irving against SGA. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gafford. Flag fires, and the three misses. Dort with the ball, now defended by Flag. Williams knocks down the three.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Irving against SGA. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving, the response triple, answers back.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Then they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, two-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Holmgren. The three is off. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building